Hello everyone, welcome to the preview show delivered by FedEx. I'm your host Alan Cavanna. Joining us special this week, NASCAR.com analyst Brad Parrott. Brad, great to have you here. Are you ready to go road racing?
Yes, I am. I mean, Sonoma is a beautiful road course. Got a lot of left and right turns, and the guys are ready to go road course racing because they've been around and around left-hand turns all year. And road racing is a totally different animal.
Yep, something different. So we are heading out to Sonoma to a race that can't be overlooked, especially with the new Chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup format. A win all but guarantees you a spot in NASCAR's playoff, and that means this road course could really lend itself to a name we're not used to seeing in the Chase. Now, Brad, some teams see road courses as problems. We know some drivers don't like them, but others are going to see this as an opportunity. Do you see this as an opportunity for maybe a first-time winner or a road course guy, a name we're not used to seeing, ending up in victory lane?
Yeah, Marcus Ambrose comes to mind. Boris Said, A.J. Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon. Jeff's got a great history at Sonoma. You got Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch. You got a list of names. I mean, anybody can win, but at the end of the day, it comes down to pit strategy. Who can get the best call at the end of the race for their last pit stop to make everything happen? And no flat tires, no spin outs in turn 11. And everything will be right at the end of the day for them.
Yeah, a lot of people still looking for that first win, and so that brings us to this week's social poll. Which previous Sonoma winner has the best shot of getting his first win of the year this season at Sonoma? Casey Kane, Clint Boyer, or Martin Truex Jr.? We want to hear from you. You can vote at NASCAR.com/social. Now, one team looking for answers this week is Roush Fenway Racing. That team is coming off a weekend where its best finish amongst its drivers was 20th, Greg Biffle, at Michigan last weekend. And Michigan is a track they're known for dominating. Now, Brad, we're going to Sonoma where they're not known for dominating. None of the three drivers currently for Roush Fenway have career wins there. They've still got questions about their driver lineup hanging over their head for next year. So, after a bad weekend, take me inside that team meeting. What's being said? What's the vibe like inside a team that just had a bad weekend and they're still trying to right that ship?
Well, they get with Carl Edwards and say, can you up it 2 notches from last year? But no, they are definitely trying to right the ship. Robbie Reiser's got a game plan for the road course. He's got all the crew chiefs together. It's a totally different track than what they've struggled with here lately. The team meeting's tough. They got about 14 to 15 people in that meeting. They've got issues. They got engineering issues. They've got people fighting inside the company, maybe. They got drivers not happy about their contracts for next year. And at the end of the day, it's about running well for your sponsors. And they've really got to turn it around here at Sonoma. They've got to turn it around at the tracks coming up after Sonoma. So, but that team meeting's tough, and I wouldn't want to be in it.
You've been in part of some meetings like that. Does that trickle down to the crews as well?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you know, the pit crews feel it. The teams feel it. You know, when the crew chief comes out of a meeting and he's hanging his head, or if he's got it up high, you know, that's the vibe they're going to get the rest of the day. So, come out positive. Let's go to Sonoma, win the race, and go on to the next week.
Yeah, speaking of winners, we're going to let you go first. Every week here, we try to predict the winner here on the preview show. So who's going to win? Who's going to victory lane out in wine country?
Believe it or not, I'm going with Brad Keselowski. Brad's, the way he's run all year, he ran really well at Watkins Glen a couple years ago. Hasn't done so well at Sonoma, but the way his team at Penske Racing's run this year, it's hard to go against Brad Keselowski in my eyes.
All right, I'm going out on a limb. I'm going one of those drivers. Road course specialist, I don't know, A.J. Allmendinger. He wasn't in Sonoma last year. That's because he was busy in Road America and the Nationwide Series winning that road course race. But I'll tell you why I'm picking A.J. Allmendinger. A few weeks ago, that team was out in Sonoma for one of its tests. In one day, they did 63 laps of testing, all in race trim. You can tell they're throwing all their resources at really getting this win. And I think they feel like it's one of their best shots of winning this year and getting in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. So I'm going with A.J. Allmendinger for the win.
That's a great pick, Alan. AJ is hungry. He's won both road courses for Penske last year, and he knows he can get a job done. And what better way to do it for JTG to win the race?
All right, Keselowski, Allmendinger, that's a lot of letters. Hopefully one of us has picked a winner. Brad Parrott, thank you for joining us here on the preview show delivered by FedEx. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend, everybody.